Hope y'all had a good weekend. You know, the weekend is almost over. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Take this last day to relax with your family. You know what I mean? Cook you some good Sunday dinner. You know what I mean? Watch some sports on TV. Lay around a little bit, rest up for the work week that's ahead. You know, we gotta get up and grind, you know what I mean, to provide for our families. You know what I mean? Shout out to the working people. Shout out to the 9 to 5 people. Let me tell y'all something, 9 to 5 people. Let me tell y'all something. You'll look at Instagram and you'll look at social media and you'll be looking at these rapper lives and all that and you'll think that you ain't winning. I'm here to tell you 9 to 5 people is winning. You know why? Because 9 to 5 people are the people that's maintaining. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Them the people that's going out there every day, listening to that boss man who they don't like, or that boss lady they don't like, or doing that job they might not really want to do, but they got to provide for their families, man. Listen, man, I'm giving you a shout out. I'm giving you a salute. I want you to be happy with the life that you got. You feel what I'm saying? Because it could be a lot worse. It's a blessing to be able to pay a bill. I'm gonna say that again. It's a blessing to be able to pay a bill. Have you ever had a bill to pay and you ain't had no money to pay it? You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Being broke and paid and you having your bills paid is not the same as being broke. You feel what I'm saying? If you get your check and you gotta go pay your bills, then when you get done paying your bills, you ain't got but a couple dollars left, you winning. Because you paying your bills. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that there, man. Hit that like button on the way in. Let me know where y'all from on the way in. I'm gonna give y'all shots out. I like to give y'all shots out at the beginning of the video. You gotta think about this now. Most people gonna pay attention to the beginning of the video. So I want to give y'all shots out, let people know where we coming from, the people that's supporting this channel. Shout out to the Squiddy, shout out to Sophisticated Nunu, shout out to the Chicks 1000, aka Chick 1K, shout out to Battalion Bully, shout out to Dream Dog, shout out to Nephew For Real, shout out to Audio Crack 22, shout out to Music 101. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up though. Straight up though. Shout out to JB Solid. Broward County in the building. We got us a Florida boy. We brothers, my nigga. I'm a Florida boy. I'm Orlando. Know what I'm talking about? If we go to jail, we be fighting together, nigga. Know what I'm talking about? Straight up, nigga. We on the same team, nigga. Florida boy in the building. Straight up, though. Know what I'm saying? I fuck with Florida. I don't even care. You know, that's where I'm from. Born and raised. Feel me? Straight up, though. Broward County in the motherfucking building, nigga. JB Solid representing. Hit that like button on the way in. Shout out to Kofi Owens. Shout out to Timothy Cottrell. Straight up though. We're gonna give everybody a little bit of time to get in here. Hey, listen. Hey, look, Kofi, check this out. My sources say that it was true, and they say that came from the police, Kofi. Know what I'm saying? So let's just wait around in the trial to see if that, you know what I'm saying, come out, because they say the police say it's gonna come out in the trial. That's one of the bigger things that I'm waiting to see if it come out in the trial. I got the information from sources. I was not there, so I can't say 100%, but I'm gonna say this. My sources told me that. Now, if that shit don't come out, then, you know, hey, got to go back to my sources and say, hey, big dog, hey, what's going on with him? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mansell TV. We in this motherfucker. Shout out to Cursed Harvey. Curse Henry said they say Sack fought Melly because Sack slapped him in front of his girlfriend. Then they fought it out and Sack knocked him out, from what I heard from the Asa Infamous podcast on Spotify. I'm going to say this. From what I could gather, they were saying that Melly called the boys out for a fade. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this here. That's a respectable way to handle business disagreements within the crew. I told you, I done had a couple friendly fades with a couple of my homeboys, and we still cool to this day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm from a different era. You know, nowadays everybody want to blick everybody up. Nobody can take a loss. Nobody can deal with the feeling of having lost the fight. You see what I'm saying? But that shit be a character. Sometimes losing a fight is a humbling experience. But at the same time, it's a good way for two men who can't get past their differences non-violently to get it out their system. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I was growing up, most of the people that I had fights with end up being my friends eventually. You feel what I'm saying? So, especially as young boys, you feel what I'm saying? So, but they say Melly called out some of the guys in the crew. Hey, say I want a fade. We all know a fade is just a friendly fade. You know what I'm saying? A fade, when you ask somebody for a fade, that's what you saying, hey man, I don't want to do nothing past this. I just want to fade. I just want to get it out of my system. I want to hit you, and I want to see if I can whoop you, and you know what I'm saying? And I want to be all right with you when it's over with. You feel what I'm saying? That's when you. That's what a fade really is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And you as a man or a young man should honor that. Once you win or lose, it's nothing else after that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, regardless of whether you win or lose, as long as you fight, you feel what I'm saying? As long as you fight, and don't fight dirty, just fight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no dirty, ain't no, when it's a fade, I don't kick. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I don't know you and we fighting in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna stomp your motherfucking head in. But if it's a friendly fight with my homeboys, no kicking. I don't do no kicking. Feel what I'm saying? Ain't no kicking, ain't none of that. You feel me? We get back up off the ground, pull us up back off the ground, separate us. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like that there. And then however it work out, I'm cool with after that. I have never had a friendly fight with somebody that I didn't end up friends with. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, it's a nice thing, especially nowadays when people is killing people for less. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is a new generation. Everybody fade no more. So that's the old times. I'm just saying. But they say Melly called everybody out for a fade, and he lost. Sack wasn't the only person he fought that night. I forgot what the other YNW member was, but he beat Melly ass too. He fought Melly before Sack did. And then Melly went on and called out Sack. Melly was doing one of them, hey, you, come here. Let's get it off our chest. Bop, 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 bop. Hey, you, come here. Bop, let's get this off our chest. I can respect that. I just can't respect, you can't deal with the loss after the fade, man. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be able to deal with the loss after the fade, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a fade is kind of what I'm saying, man. I really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But we got differences of opinion, and it seems like we can't sell it non-violently. So let's just go ahead and get this shit off our chest, dog, so we can go about our business and, you know what I'm saying, let it go. That's after a fade, it's supposed to be let go. But I respect Melly asking them for a fade. I don't respect that he wasn't allegedly able to deal with the loss of the fade. And another thing, your girlfriend shouldn't have been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about the slapping Melly shit, but I know this. If you're gonna do a fade, my nigga, and you shouldn't have your girlfriend there. Because of course, when a dude loses in front of his girlfriend or his children or somebody like that, it's gonna be a different type of shame, a different type of feeling. So his girlfriend shouldn't have been there. Especially Melly knowing he weighing 125.6. Melly is little as hell, y'all. He ain't even little, he little. You feel what I'm saying? So I respect that he asked for a fade, but your girlfriend shouldn't have been there. That way you ain't have no extra shame on you if you lost the fight. It should have been just between the boys, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just between the boys. You know what I'm saying? Because chances are y'all growing up fighting each other any damn way. So that's how I feel about it or whatever. Shout out to KL1K. Oh, you say Toby was the other member? See? So that's the other guy that fought Melly that night when Sack gave him a fade. Shout out to Ursula Amos. I love when you come through spreading that love, Ursula Amos. You vibrate on a high frequency. You know, love is the highest frequency to vibrate on, and it seems like you vibrate on the highest frequency. I love that. I love when you come through, Ursula Amos, spreading love. Shout out to Curse Harvey. Was Melly scared of Sack? I don't know. I can't call that one. I can't call that one, Curse Harvey. I can't call was Melly afraid of Sack. I really cannot. I really can't. I mean, that would be me kind of speculating on what he felt as far as like mine. Like, I don't know if he was scared of Sack, but I know he was pretty much mad at him. I mean, definitely was mad at him. Definitely he didn't like him anymore. I'm gonna say that he definitely didn't like him anymore. The text message came out where he said that when they got that phone, they went through them Snapchat and all that, and they say one of the things, the videos or whatever, however it said in that, he said he didn't regret doing any of that to both of them. That's what he said in the text message. So, whatever had done got under his skin to the point to where he felt like he wanted to do this type of thing to these boys, and the Sack especially, it was strong enough to where he actually allegedly looked like he carried this thing out. So don't know if he was scared of Sack. I damn sure know he didn't want him. He didn't want him amongst the living no more. Maybe he hated him, but I don't know if he was scared of him. You know, because you can hate somebody and not be scared of him. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say. I don't know if he was scared of him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I want to say this too, man. For real. Hey, look, talk to him, Mom. Maybe he was. I don't. Yeah, I forgot about that KL1K. Yeah. Now that I think of it, yeah, it did sound like you were scared of him. Appreciate you. Shout out to KL1K. You just brought that back up in my mind. I did remember that. And yeah. I take that back. What I just said. Yeah, he was scared of him. He was scared of him. Yeah. I forgot about the situation where they say Sack kick the door down and say what y'all in here talking about, and Melly and his mama was in there talking about Sack. They said they was talking about the situation where Sack had done sold his mama out and talked all kind of shit to her, and but Sack was actually in the house at the same time, and they went like off in the in the room trying to talk in private, and they say Sack kicked the door in and say what y'all in here talking about, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then say Melly say, talk, Mom. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, he was scared of it. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this. Okay, shout out to Derek Cruz. I ain't see Spoon last video. I talked to him yesterday though, but I ain't see his last video. I seen the one where he posted where he was rapping. He was getting out. Spoon got them balls. Spoon was getting out. For real. I told Spoon, I said, Spoon, we need to do a song. Because, I get off, dog. Let me tell you something. I ain't nothing to be fucked up with when it comes to rapping now. I got older, so I gave it up. You feel me? But, bro, and then music changed. It changed from bars to drill rap. And I ain't in the drill culture. You know what I mean? So it's the young man's game now. So, I just, I bowed out gracefully. I got older. I got my children start growing up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be a late 30s, 40-year-old rapper still trying to make it, you know what I mean, looking lame as shit. So I just went on and gave the shit up, you know what I mean, and just, but I still have way above average skills, way above average skills, way above average skills. In my city in Orlando, I was known as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button on the way in. That's what people know me as. You know what I mean? Oh, people, you know what I'm saying? So, but I just gave it up. But listen, I want to say this too, dog. I want to say this because it's been on my mind, right? It's been on my mind. I need to talk to Now Jake, man. And he don't got to talk to me. I ain't saying he got to talk to me or nothing like that. But I'm saying, I like 1090 Jake platform. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say that before I say this. But I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed, bro. I'm disappointed. And I'm going to tell you why I'm disappointed. If you didn't see my rant on the last live about 1090 Jake. And I see people be coming at 1090 Jake. I don't care about the alleged incident where they say 1090 Jake snitched or whatever, because as I dissect it, I can see what was going on, and it's not enough for me to just say he is snitch and none of that there, whatever. I don't even care that 1090 Jake is Caucasian. I'm not a racist at all. I got plenty. Well, I ain't gonna say that because that's what white folks say when they when they try not to be a racist. They be like, oh, I got plenty of black friends. But I ain't gonna say that. But I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm not racist at all, man. Listen, I love every goddamn color, shade, demographic of people on this earth, man. I tell you what. You think I'm racist or not? line up 10 different demographics of women and see one I love them all if I can. You realize? See one I love them all if I can. Shit, hell no, fuck that, man, shit. So that's not the issue with me as far as when people be saying 1090 Jake being culture vulture and all of this shit there. I don't agree with that either, because it's been white people that's been involved in hip hop since the start of it. We got the Beastie Boys, you know what I mean? We got Third Base, you know what I'm saying? It was white folks involved the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It truly come from the inner city, it truly come from minorities. It originated, but I'm saying like as soon as it developed, what's the name? What John told TV? Shout out. As soon as it was what's the name? Almost immediately we had Caucasian people writing up, being influential, instrumental in the growth of hip hop as it's done formed today. So I don't care about him reporting and whatever. And I see 1090 Jake do snitching stories on other demographics of people too, because they be talking about, oh, he only do black people, this and that. No, that's not true. That's not true. But my issue with 1090 Jake is this track interview, man. Like 1090 Jake. If you gonna be doing this, bro, you got to stay. You can't let nobody your friendships, allegiances, associations. You cannot let them influence your content. You feel what I'm saying? And when I saw the interview that 1090 Jake had with Track, I immediately could feel the different energy that 1090 Jake showed towards Track than he does in his normal content. Now, at that time, I just looked at it and just like overlooked it or whatever, because I didn't know as much as I know now about the situation, about the case. But I'm gonna tell you something. When I did talk about the 1090 Jake interview to some of my sources back then when he dropped it with Track, the first thing they told me, this is on the God Heaven Truth, the first thing they told me was they said that, oh man, 1090 Jake, he down with Track, man. Oh man, that was bullshit, this and that, whatever. And so now I'm like, because I didn't want to hear that shit. I didn't want to hear that about 1090 Jake. But then I went to thinking about how I was feeling about the interview, and I was like, it did feel like 1090 Jake kind of went soft on him, right? It felt like he was more like his friend than somebody supposed to have been doing some investigative journalism and getting to the bottom of some of these questions that we had about Track's involvement in the case. Sort of like, you know what I mean? You remember how King aka 7 folks did Track when it came to the King Von situation? I thought that, I'm not saying 1090 Jake should have been that aggressive, but what I'm saying is when you do an interview and you looking for certain answers to certain questions, you should get those, you should you should ask those questions to get those responses and get those answers that we really want to hear. We don't want to interview, when you interview Track, we don't want to hear about his new deal with 300 and all that. No, we don't want to hear about that. We want to hear about this shit, the answers to the questions that we got that's sticking out about him, right? So, and with that one, it was whether he was like snitching and why he gave up the phone and this and that there. So 1090 Jake was saying that other people were snitching on Track and trying to say that Track got rid of the gun and this and that there. He vilified, he didn't say his name, but I'm gonna tell you who he's talking about. He was talking about Jacoby Mills. Mills? Yeah, Jacoby. He was talking about Jacoby. He vilified Jacoby, but not saying his name, but he vilified him. But he did not use that same energy towards Track. Because as we read these paperwork, we can see that yes, Jacoby told on Track first. But right after that, when the police told Track that they had a wit that Jacoby said, what Jacoby said that Track, he gave Track that gun, immediately after that, Track said that was Jacoby's gun. Is that not the same thing? Is that not the same thing? Let me tell you something. If you snitch on a snitch, you still a snitch. You are still a snitch. Nigga, I lost a job one time. Man, me and the dude was at work. We were still in time. This is goddamn true. I lost a job. We were still in time, right? He'll come in he wasn't a morning person, right? So on the weekends, he'll come. Me and him was supposed to work on the weekend. We both was bosses. And he would go partying on the evenings, on like the Friday nights and evenings. So when we had to go to work on Saturday, he wouldn't be there when to open the job up. So I would be, right? So he made a deal with me. He said, look, check this out. You open the job up at 6. When I get there at 12 in the afternoon, you can go home. I say, cool. He say, you sign me in at 6 and I sign you out at 3:30. I say, cool. Cause I want 12 o'clock ain't nothing. So basically I'm still in 3 hours, and basically he's still in what, like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's still about 5 or 6 hours, right? How about the boy, the boss, go and tell that on me? He told on me, but he doing the same thing I'm doing, right? Boss man called me in the office. Boss man said, hey man, such told you that you've been leaving early, still in time, yada 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 this, yada 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 that. I said, yeah. I said, okay, cool. He said, man, we're going to let you go. I said, okay, cool. He said, is there anything you want to tell me? I said, nah, ain't nothing I want to tell you. He said, all right. I said, all right. I left the job, went straight to the weed man house, because I had not smoked no weed about 5, 6 years because I was working the job. And I was pretty much tired of the job anyway. But I said all that to say this. The dude that told on me was at the job that day. I could have told on him to get him fired, but I didn't. I just lost my job and went on home. That's all I did. Because if I snitch on him, I'm already fucking caught. I'm already losing my job. If I snitch on him, I'm going to snitch any motherfucking way. So I just lost my job and went on home. Swear to God, God am true. You feel what I'm saying? So back to track. Even though Jacoby Mills told on him first, if you tell on Jacoby Mills back, that's snitching. Okay, let's keep going. Track told the police, they was asking him about the gun again. They was asking him, what happened to the gun? Where the gun at? Yada yada yada. He said, I don't know. He said, all of them have guns. He said, all of them have guns. That's snitching. Them niggas felons. You saying that all of them got guns. You said all of them got guns. Let's continue. Later on in the situation, if you look at the 1090J, just do me a favor. Go look at the 1090J track interview. 1090J brought up that he could not find any court documents that said that Track should have gave up the phone. He did say this now, but he ran over it so fast and he did not stop right there and make Track give him a viable answer. Track went to talking, and Track was saying, yeah, but when I got there, they gave me the papers, and it's like a court order, and you know, when you get a court order, you got to give up everything, and this and that there, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, but the point I'm trying to make is this. If you didn't see no papers, and you thorough 1090J, that said that Track was supposed to give up the phone, how could you just let him off the hook like that? You vilified Jacoby Mills for telling about the gun. Telling that he gave the gun and Track disposed of the gun. But you ain't gonna grill Track on you didn't find no paperwork such as Track said it was in order to give up the phone. What was the purpose of the interview? If you're not going to get the answers to the questions or do investigative journalism that you attempting to do, then what was the reason of the interview? If you're not going to answer the questions or ask the questions that we're really looking to hear, then what is the purpose of an interview? Let me tell y'all something. I probably eventually ended up interviewing people. Trust me, I already see it's gonna happen. But let me tell you something. If you don't want to be if you have something controversial going on, and we sit down and you want to have an interview, I'm going to ask you the tough questions. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be disrespectful or whatever, unless you get disrespectful. But I'm going to ask you, where are the papers that said that you should have gave this phone up? Did you or did you not tell the police that that gun was Jacoby's? Appreciate you, Curtis. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, man, we made it 3K, man. I appreciate you. Thank God, man. It's a grind. We gonna get that on. And I thank you guys for all y'all support, man. I really do. But listen, we're gonna get that. I'm gonna ask that question. Did you or did you not tell the police that that gun was Jacoby's gun? Would you consider that snitching? Because some people gonna consider that snitching. So would you consider that snitching, Track? And I'll let him explain. And the reason why I want to let him explain, because I want to see how kind of weird way he gonna twist the justification of doing it. You know what I'm saying? I might let, once he say, yeah, I told him it was Jacoby's gun, and then I let him explain the rationale as to why he did it, I back up off you then. Because afterwards, we gonna dissect your answer. You feel what I'm saying? I don't need that shit no more. Once you said yes, if you say no, then I'm going to the paperwork. And I'm gonna read off what you said. If you say yes, I'm gonna ask you to explain why you did it and do you think it's snitching. Once he give his answer, I'm gonna leave the question alone. It's over with then. Because in my mind, I'm gonna know what I think. In the viewer's mind, they gonna know what they think. I don't gotta agree you no more on that particular question, because you done said yes, you told it, because you can't say no, because if you say no, I'm going to the paperwork. That's what 1090 Jake should have asked. It's no way that he saw that Jacoby said that it was Track, he gave Track the gun, and did not see that Track said it's Jacoby's gun. You saw that Track said all of them have guns. Track said all of them have guns. Track said that everybody in the crew have guns. That's snitching. They felons. They're felons. They done been to jail. That's snitching. You said all of them have guns. You said Jacoby took that gun, put it in y'all car. He said that people said, no, don't take the gun. And you said Jacoby took that gun, and that gun ended up in the car with y'all. You would say you snitching on Jacoby. Yeah, he snitched on you. Yes, Jacoby snitched too. But you snitched back. That's just two snitches instead of one, if you ask me. So what I'm saying is I am reading the paperwork to you guys. And this is my first time doing this ever on YouTube, ever. If I can fucking read and see what the fuck was said, you can't tell me 1090J can't see this. You can't tell me he did not see this. So if you saw this 1090J, why did you not bring this up when you interviewed Track? That makes me feel like my feeling towards that interview was correct when I first saw it. I just didn't know what the intricacies was. But once I read this paperwork, I understand what's going on. And it brings validity to my sources that told me that 1090J and Track are cool. They boys. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree. General acquaintances, associates, or whatever. I'm gonna even break it down to you. I'm gonna break it down to you more than that. They told me, as far as their affiliation, if you get what I'm saying, they you know what I'm talking about, they're affiliated. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm trying to make is this. 1090J, you build something great, dog. You built something great, bro. I'm telling you some real shit. You are the person that people come to when it comes to backgrounds and who snitched and who didn't snitch. You the person that people in the YouTube sphere, on the internet sphere, you the person that what you say once you check out somebody's background, we believe it. I actually use 1090J content on checking out Rollo. So you see what I'm saying? But the problem is with that is if you're going to give us content that clears somebody of snitching and they really did snitch, then we can't take, your credibility is shot. So it's going to possibly crumble everything that you done built. So I understand that Track may be cool with you, but what you should have did was you should have not did no interview at all with Track. If you dug up that paperwork and you seen what Track possibly snitched, what you should have did was you should have told Track, hey, look, check this out, bro. I fuck with you. Me and you cool, but I can't clear you of snitching because of this, what I seen in the paperwork. Now, what I will do is, being that we cool, I won't do no video on you. But I can't jeopardize my platform, my credibility, where I done built my blood, sweat, and tears all these years just to fake clear you of some snitching rumors or some shit like that when it's gonna come out anyway if anybody just dig up the public record, such as we done fucking did today. You see what I'm saying? Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I'm sitting here saying what I'm saying about the subject, about the Track interview that 10 out of Jake did. Now, I'm gonna say this. Now with that, I know I'm telling the truth. I don't give a fuck. I know what the fuck I read. So I know 10 out of Jake is a very bright guy, but he can't beat me on this one. Cause I wouldn't be speaking on it if I felt like he could beat me on it. I got this shit in black and white, nigga. Know what I'm saying? You can't get around that. Just like people can't get around when he say they snitches, cause he got it in black and white. He can't get around this. Only thing he can do is give me explanations as to why he didn't ask these questions. Know what I'm saying? Or he could say he didn't see them. He didn't see what Track said this or what Track said that, which we know will probably not be true. He might not say that. I'm just saying. I told y'all I'm real good at this shit, dog. I'm real good at this shit. I know my platform's small, but when it comes to asking questions and debating, if I know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm gonna box you in. He's boxed in. Whether he respond or not, he's boxed in. Because most likely he saw this. He saw that Jacoby Mills told on Track. So he didn't see that Track told back on Jacoby Mills. You see what I'm saying? Can't beat me, dog. Can't beat me. Not when I got proof of it. I see it right here. I see it right here in black and white. And it just alarms me that somebody that has built a great platform, a unique niche in this blogging sphere for himself, over 1 million subscribers. I was watching 10 out of Jake when he had less than 100,000 subscribers. I saw the meteoric rise. I was right there with him. I done watched all them prison videos he did. I done watched so many damn 10 out of Jake videos, it's a shame. Know what I'm saying? Oh, a bunch of them. Over 100 of the motherfuckers I done watched. Know what I'm saying? And I even sit around and wait for 10 out of Jake videos now. But the point I'm trying to make is being that he done opened this Pandora's box with letting Track slide, and we know you let Track slide. I don't give a fuck about the snitching shit they talk about you did. I don't give a fuck about that. I gotta look into it more deeply, but I don't think that was snitching, me personally. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe the situation where he told what was going on inside the prison, yeah, maybe, yeah, so. Cause dudes use that, you know what I mean? If dudes was getting shit in through the guards and shit like that, that's kind of like telling on the niggas who running to play with the guards. I done ran play with the guards. I was getting shit in jail from guards. You know what I'm saying? I have, me personally, I done did it. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of do knock the hustle of people that's in jail. But I'm gonna push that to the side. I'm gonna push that to the side. The people that got a gripe with 10 out of Jake about that, okay, that's your fight. That's cool. Y'all can have a beef with that. I'm not saying y'all can't. This my motherfucking beef, because this can go forward, because when I see you post another video telling me somebody ain't a snitch, now I might gotta look at it sideways, especially if the person is a big artist. How I know you ain't getting paid to make this video to tell us that these people ain't snitches? You see what I'm saying? It goes to the core credibility of what he's doing. Now, if he tell me he just missed this certain shit, cool. I can't prove nor disprove. But if you honest enough to tell me you saw this shit, which I'm gonna probably believe you saw it anyway because you're very thorough, then I'm gonna let bygones be bygones. But at the same time though, you gonna lose me, bro. You gonna lose me. You know what I'm saying? And that's somebody that was a fan of what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? As somebody that was a supporter of what he was doing. Fuck all that he white and all that shit. I don't care nothing about that. People tell me coach, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I ain't care about it. I'm not racist at all. I don't give a fuck. He can report on what the fuck he can report on. And I don't see that shit what they talking about personally, as far as that. But damn, dog. Like, don't tell me you let somebody compromise. Exactly. He compromised. Don't tell me let nobody you compromise your integrity for just to tell us that Track wasn't a snitch when we was gonna find out anyway. We found it out now. Ah, damn, 10-9J, that's how upset I am, because I've been having people tell me certain shit about 10-9J that's close to the Melly case. But I still overlooked it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I overlooked the shit because I ain't really know. You know, people might have a beef with certain people for whatever reasons. You know, and I understand that too. But now that I see it in black and white, I can't unsee it. I can't unsee that Track definitely snitched. Now, he didn't snitch on Melly, but he snitched on Jacoby. He snitched on everybody else in the crew who had guns. Now, then, if you want to break it down to what is the definition of snitching and all of this, okay, well, yeah, all right, however. But you gave them people information that could have possibly led to them other people going to jail, and you didn't even have to. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. He snitched on Jacoby. It's clear. You know what I'm saying? Even though Jacoby told on him first, that don't make it cool. I just told you the dude snitched me out at work. Same motherfucker that was doing it with me snitched me out. The same motherfucker that was stealing time with me snitched me out. I lost my job. I've been on job 6 years. That's the longest I ever been on job. I was a fucking boss man, nigga. I ain't do no work, nigga. I just tell people what to do. I went to work clean to the motherfucker. Came home clean. You know what I'm saying? Company phone, all this type of shit. I politely walked my ass right on out them people's job. Went straight to the weed, man. Because I hadn't smoked weed in my 6 years, because the job made why I ain't smoked no weed. And I went on about my motherfucking business. The same bitch that snitched me out was right there on the job site then. I could have went and said, hey, this motherfucker was right doing it with me. Nah. For what? For what? The boss man told me who told. He said, you been stealing time, yada yada this, yada yada that. We gotta let you go. Is there anything you want to tell us? No, sir. Okay, give me your company phone. I gave him company phone, got back in my car, went straight to motherfucking to the weed man house because I hadn't smoked in 6 years, and went on about my business. I could have snitched the nigga out, but for what? It wouldn't have made me no better than him. Feel me? But so, Track could have said, I don't know what Jacoby talking about. I ain't have no gun. I don't know what he talking about. He said it was Jacoby's gun. He said that. Track said that. All of them have guns. All of them have guns. That ain't snitching. That ain't snitching. I think what's going on here is, y'all, let me tell you what's really going on here, y'all. I'm gonna break this shit down. I'm gonna tell you what. And see, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. See what I'm saying? This little one incident done made doubts and credibility issues with 1090 Jake going forward. Because let me tell you what need to really happen here. Somebody gonna have to fact check 1090 Jake. So now he done created another lane, another avenue for somebody else to come up and share that niche what 1090 Jake had carved out for himself. Another blogger or somebody else who could possibly, when these people backgrounds and credibility come up, we're gonna now need somebody else to fact check 1090 Jake. That's bad, because he had done created his own lane by himself, nigga. Cause he made it where we ain't have to do the work. But now we gotta do the work now. Now we got to go, okay, if he say, let's just say he say Puff Daddy snitched on Biggie or some shit like that, or snitched on Tupac, and that's how Tupac ended in jail. Before we could just take his word as law. But now, since we got a situation here, now we probably going to be like, yeah, maybe 1090 Jake telling the truth, but maybe some Puff Daddy paid him off to say he ain't a snitch. You see what I'm saying? So, you done killed the credibility, dog. Not all the way, but yes, way. I have a case to where I can see that you ain't say this guy was a snitch. But I see he's a snitch because I got the paperwork right in front of me. Know what I'm saying? So, how are you going to go forward telling us who's a snitch and who's not a snitch? You see what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna go forward telling us who's a snitch, who not a snitch? Damn, 1090 Jake. I'm saying, I don't even know you, but I'm disappointed like a motherfucker. I ain't mad at all. I'm just disappointed, yo. Because you started doing this. You the one who started doing these things to checking people paperwork and all that right there. So we believed you, dog. We believed you. But I clearly can see that track snitched. Now, did it lead to somebody going to jail? No. But he goddamn sure gave up that phone that he said he was court ordered to give up. But we don't see no paperwork where it said he was court ordered to give it up. You said, 1090 Jake, in the same interview that you didn't see any court records or papers that said that he was supposed to give it up. Now, if it's a lie, you told. I got the video. I can replay that. I'm gonna replay that bitch probably the next video we do, so we can go over this, because I know I ain't motherfucking tripping. I know what the fuck I heard. You said that you told Track that you could not find any documents that said he was supposed to give up that phone. So if he gave up the phone to get out of immigration or whatever the police threatened him with, or whatever, however it happened, ain't that snitching? The phone is one of the most damning pieces of evidence that they're using against Melly. Your friend, your brother, your family, so you say. You gave it up. Why? How the hell do you end up in the office, state attorney office, wherever the fuck you was at, with the phone in your pocket? How? How? That's why I say Track is a slippery type of guy. He's a one certain situations, he have the guys that he's keeping it real and he's holding it down, but then on other situations, he ain't holding it down. He is giving information. He is telling certain things that shouldn't be told. He is handing over evidence. I don't think Track is an actual police officer. I'm just be real with you. He's not. I think Track is just somebody that he feels like he's on self-preservation himself. He gonna make sure he survives. So Track is the type, and I'm not gonna knock him for that per se. But what I will knock him for is if you are the guy that's going to not ride for the team 100%, then separate yourself from situations to where you're going to have to ride for the team, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That is like we in the streets and we got a homeboy that ain't in the streets, but we finna go do some street shit. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy, we love you, but I don't think you should ride with us on this ride, cause if we get fucked up, you know, we don't want you to get fucked up with us, or we don't want you to have the pressure of having to tell, or whatever, or us having the pressure of having to say, it's ours, dog, it's ours, don't let my homeboy go, it's ours. That dope in the car ain't his, dog, he ain't nothing to do with this, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was just driving because he got a clean ID, bro. He got a clean license. None ain't got no license, bro. So y'all let him go. We're gonna take the charge. So that's what I'm knocking him for. If you around this type of situation, these elements, and you can't ride all the way to the end with the crew, just separate yourself from the type of shit that you gonna have to ride for. Like, if you wasn't gonna keep holding it down for Melly all the way, as far as like, don't get that phone up and none of that, don't go pick him up. Don't go pick him up. Don't help him in no capacity to cover up this crime. That's cool for you to do, bro. It's okay for you to say, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. You got your whole family. You don't want to go back to Haiti. You making good money. It's cool for you to do that. Hey, bro, I don't want to be involved with what you got going on. I'm just your manager. I'm just your music producer or whatever. I don't even want to know what's going on. Don't call me about none of that. Don't tell me about none of that. You need plausible deniability. You see what I'm saying? And you still would have been a real nigga. You still would be 100. That's perfectly cool. So when the police come and ask you, you can 100% say that I don't know nothing. Know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And I can understand that. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. Like, stop playing like you down with the whole what's going on, but when they put that pressure on you, or when you might possibly lose, then it's like, oh no, hell no, let me get myself up out of this right here. But you put yourself in it. If you're green in, know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool for you to just say, hey, nah, Melly, I don't know what you got going on, bro. But and let's just say Melly called him to come pick him up. He didn't know what was going on. He picked Melly up, right? Once I'd have picked him up and I'd have seen what was going on, I'd have told him straight right then, hey, listen, bro, this is the end of my involvement in this, right? So I'm gonna take you where you need to go. That's it. I don't want to know nothing. Don't tell me nothing. None of that. I don't want to know nothing. So when the police come ask me, I can 100% say I don't know shit and not know shit. That's it. And if you really my friend that done did some fucked up shit, you gonna respect that. You gonna be happy with that because you know I can't tell on you. Because I don't know shit to tell on you. See what I'm saying? That's how you do that. Be a manager, dog. Stop being all involved in the intricacies of the shit your artist got going on. If you really want to still be here in this free in this country, to be who you are and to make the money that you're making and to be here for your family, like you keep telling these police in this damn interview here. So, hey man, I'm gonna read the rest of this statement from Track. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get to it. Let me give y'all some shots out. Shout out Chick 1K. Hey, Chick's 1,000. That's my nickname for you. Chick 1K. Shout out to Nail Bowens. Shout out Raw Nature. Shout out Old School Hemi. Shout out B-Dub 37. Shout out Jason Lyric. So I want to give y'all a shout out. He said the paperwork wasn't out back then. Even right now on the Broward County website, it's not out. Whoever got you this deposition got serious connections. Hey man, you tried the rest, now try the best. Know what I'm saying? But check this out though. 1090. So you mean to tell me I beat 1090 guy? Hey, that's a good observation. But I'm gonna just say this right. 1090 Jake knew that goddamn Jacoby said what he said. And he also knew that he didn't see no paperwork that said that Track was supposed to give up that phone. That's all. All right. Let's sweep the Jacoby situation to the side. He said himself out his own mouth that he did not see any paperwork that said that Track was supposed to give up that phone. He said that. 1090 Jake said that. I got the fucking video. When I'm done reading this deposition, this statement, right? I'm gonna go into my archives. I'm gonna pull it up and we're gonna play it. And so you can hear 1090 Jake saying, yeah, man, I looked through the court documents, but I can't see no document where you said they said you were supposed to be ordered to give up the phone. And then Track gonna go to saying that they gave him the papers when he got there, and it's a court order or some shit. You know, I go to Track, go to rambling and all of that type of shit. But I'm gonna play it for y'all. We gonna put some receipts on this motherfucker. I got y'all. Shout out Ben. Yeah, move up, 30 deep grimy. Yeah. All of them. Old School him and say 1090 is YNW. I mean, they linked in. Listen, I'm telling you this, right? My sources said that when I first, they're the ones who told me this shit as far as like the affiliation. You know what I'm saying? I was hitting them up and I was like, yeah, you seen that Track interview with 1090 Jake? First thing they came out with, oh man, 1090 Jake, he down with Track, yada yada this. Feel me, y'all. I think I'm getting a cold. I've been doing this shit since yesterday. The first thing they said, 1090 Jake down with Track, them, da 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 this, da 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 that. I'm like, no, hell fuck no. Then it went to raise, it went to confirm my suspicions when I saw the interview. I was like, this ain't a normal investigative journalism that I see my boy 1090 Jake do. The vibe is off. What's going on here? What's going on here? Excuse me. What's going on here? And that's what, and now that I done read the paperwork, it's like, wow. You know? But hey, let us continue. Hit that like button, y'all. Shout out to Feed the Streets. Hey, look, shout out to my boy Spoon too, man. Listen, man. Yes, Alex is in there, boys. Hey, listen. Hey, go hit my boy Spoon up, man. That's YNW Juvie's father, man. Go subscribe to his channel, man. Spoonfuls of Game on YouTube. My boy been dropping them videos. My boy been dropping them jewels. He dropped a video yesterday talking about when he used to hit Melly Mama. Know what I'm talking about? We used to run and around we go. Run and around we go. I told y'all, listen, man. Y'all plugged in with the plugs when it comes to this type of when it comes to this situation. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of other sites, other content creators gonna eventually use this content because we got it all, man. We know everything, man. We got all the tea. Spoon also divulged that Bortland's mama told him right after the murders that Melly killed Chris. Go look at Spoon's video on Spoonfuls of Game. You can get it right from YNW Juvie's father's mouth, nigga. You get it right from his mouth. They up on YouTube. Just go subscribe to Spoonfuls of Game. Spoonfuls of Game. Go subscribe to it right now and watch his videos. He gonna tell you how Bortland's mama, because you know Spoon got a daughter from Bortland's mama. Juvie's father has a daughter from Bortland's mama. Her name is Chloe. He said he asked Bortland's mama right after the murders, who killed Chris? She said, Melly. Go look at the video. You ain't got to take my word for it. It's up right now. Right now. You heard it here first. Go run my boy views up. Go run his subscribers up. Go run his watch time hours up so he can be monetized. It's right on YouTube right now. You go watch it right now. Spoonfuls of Game. That's Juvie's father. He dropping jewels, y'all. He dropping jewels. So you ain't got to hear it from me. You can hear it right from the horse's mouth. He done horizontal mumbo, Melly mumbo a few times. A few times. He said it. I knew it, but I couldn't say it. But now that he done said it, I can talk about it. Know what I'm saying? No other platforms you're going to be getting this information from, big dog. Thank us later. For those of y'all who are interested in this case, and it seems like a lot of people over the world are interested in this case because it's so unbelievable that this is what really happened. Know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm telling you, y'all plugged in. I know, though we are small, even though we small, though we are fierce. Know what I'm saying? All the other platforms gonna have to take a back seat to us when it comes to this situation. Know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody plugged in like we plugged in. Nobody in the world. You can't, listen, when the trial start, y'all go run my boy subscribers up. Run his watch time hours up. He's going to be going live every day after the trial, and he's going to be going over all the witness testimony every day. So when whoever get up on that stand, in the evening time, he gonna go live, and you guys gonna be able to ask him questions, and he gonna be like, oh, that's cap. Oh, yeah, that really did happen. Oh, yeah, that's cap. You can't get that nowhere else. Jamie ain't gonna be going live. Track ain't gonna be going live. Zach Chaser mom ain't gonna be going live. Zach Chaser dad ain't be going live. Bortland dad ain't gonna be going live. Bortland mom ain't gonna be going live. Spoon, the best you can get. The best you can get, big dog. And you, if you subscribe to his channel, gonna be able to get inside his live and ask him questions. Hey, Spoon, what you think about what Jamie said? And then you gotta remember, he already done hit Jamie. Off the dresser. Know what I'm saying? Got a daughter from Bortland mama. And Juvie is his son. He know all of them people intimately. Big dog. Thank us later, dog. Thank us later. Let's get into this statement that Track made. Okay, Track say that, but if I can help, I would help. And you just have to let me know what I need to do. This is Track talking to the police. He say, but if I can help, I would help. And you just need to let me know what I need to do. The police say, hey, Track say, because I could be in the streets and keep my ears to the streets, bro. The police say, yeah. Track say, I'm helping nobody. The police say, at the end of the day, if you not, you better start practicing your Creole, basically saying, if you don't help us, we're going to ship your ass back to motherfucking IT. Know what I'm saying? Port-au-Prince. Know what I'm saying? Over there where Wyclef from. Know what I'm saying? Please call 911. Know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying, right? Okay. Track say, that's not going to happen. You hear what he's saying? I read this. I just thought about this. Track say, let's slow this down right here. Let's slow this down. Follow me now. Now follow me. Rostro. Okay. We're going to break this shit down, right? The police say, Track say, I'm not helping nobody. The police say, at the end, this is Detective Moretti who said it. He say, at the end of the day, if not, you better start practicing your Creole. Track say, that's not going to happen. It's too late for that. It's too late for that. I'm just trying to get, hey man, I make it out of the hood and I'm blessed and I thank God for that. I'm just trying to, but I just want to backtrack real quick here, right? Track told the police told him if he don't help them, he might as well start practicing his Creole, right? Track next statement after that was, that's not going to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Yes. Hey, Mr. G I say, bro, you gotta stop, quit screwing over bro, the lyrics. You know a nigga don't know what the hell Bone Thugs be saying. I just be saying a melody. Hey, I feel you though. Hey, check it out though. Listen to what Track said, y'all. Track say, I'm not, he say, Track say, the police say, Track say, I'm not helping nobody. Track was saying, I'm not helping nobody as far as like I'm not helping Melly or none of that, right? That right. The police misunderstood what Track was saying, and he said, at the end of the day, this the police, at the end of the day, if you better start, at the end of the day, if you don't, you better start practicing your Creole. The police thought he was talking about he's not helping them. Track was saying, I'm not helping Melly them cover it up. You know, just, you know, he throwing a little sauce on there trying to get the police to feel like I'm gonna help you, right? But listen to this next statement. When the police said, you better start practicing your Creole, Track said, that's not gonna happen. What do you mean that's not gonna happen? Listen to me now. Listen to what I'm saying. Context clues a motherfucker, reading comprehension a motherfucker. And I was good at it. He told the police that's not gonna happen. What you mean that's not gonna happen? Put me at the police. I'm telling you, bitch, if you don't help us, you're going to go back to Haiti. I'm going to deport you. Track said, and you better start practicing your Creole. Track said that's not going to happen. It's my interpretation. The reason why Track said that's not gonna happen, because he's pretty much saying, I ain't going back to motherfucking Haiti. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I'm not going back to Haiti. You know why I know I'm not going to Haiti? Is because I'm gonna do what I gotta motherfucking do to make sure I ain't going back to Haiti. So when he say that's not gonna happen to the police, after they just threatened to send him back to Haiti, it make me feel like he feel like I know what to do to make sure I don't go back to Haiti. Now you can take it as you want. Know what I'm saying? But I took that as him telling the police, I know what I gotta do in order not to go back to Haiti. Now, if it's giving up information, I don't know. If it's, you know, he got married recently, so that anchored him here as a, you know, for Jay Green said that he married his wife for a green card. So maybe he had that play going on. I don't know how he could figure that play, being that he was detained at the time, and they might not never let you out. See what I'm saying? So I tend to believe he was saying to the police, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure I don't go back to Haiti. So I hear what y'all saying, but I need y'all to understand that I ain't going back to Haiti because I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure I don't go back to Haiti. But let's keep continuing. Track say that's not gonna happen. It's too late for that. It's too late for that. I'm just trying to get by, man. I made it out the hood and I made it out, and I thank God for that. I'm just trying to, the police say, and you're doing well. I mean, you're doing well for yourself. Track say, thank you. The police say, I seen your bank account. Track say, I try and I pay taxes. The police say, I know. Track say, I do everything. The police say, I'm real happy about that. Track say, I do everything the right way. The police say, yes, I know. Track say, and I've been trying to do everything the right way. The police say, yes, you know, your clients just can't keep out of. Track say, I know. I'm about to stop managing. the police say, take their social media away from them. Track say, yeah, I think that's the right thing you can do. The police say, what did Kodak Black ran his mouth on social media, and then he came back and got popped. Track say, yep, and I tried to tell him about that too. I'm like, hey bro, the police say, yeah, and Track say, it's other people around. That's the end of page 27. What y'all got going on in there, man? Hey man, whatever my moderators say, I'm going with my moderators, Alcorn. So you better listen to my moderators. I got they back 100%. I'm with Chicks 1,000. Whatever she say, 100%. So hey, whatever she say, big dog. Know what I'm saying? Don't ask me nothing. We're going to page 28. Fourth page, second row. So we're going to page 28. Man, Chick the coolest person in here, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I'm rocking with my moderator, dog. I'm rocking with my moderator. Y'all just keep it, y'all just don't get on her bad side. That's all I can tell you. Don't get on the bad side. Chanel Bourne says you're gonna need her rich soon. I hear you, baby. Cause you definitely been rocking with me since day one. Okay, so page 28. The police say, yeah, and you know Melly's social media is hurting him. So the police is telling Track that Melly's social media is hurting him. And then Track say, yeah, and the police say, there are some shit we found on Instagram. So the police is telling Track that there's some stuff on Melly's Instagram that's hurting him. Then Track say, hey, like, hey, man, hey. And then the police say, it's not good. Track say, and the police say, it's not good. Track say, no, I believe it. And then the police say, so, I mean, yeah. And then Track say, I don't know, like, they have all the opportunities in life to do great things, and you know, and decisions that they make follow them for the rest of their lives. And then the police say, yeah, absolutely. And then Track say, and I can't be the one to change their decisions or make. All I can do is just put them in the right places to win. And then the police say, I want to help you. Track say, The police say, I honestly, truly do. And then Track say, I appreciate that. So what they're doing now is they running that, you see how they do? They run that good cop, bad cop shit, right? They run it like, you need to tell them what you did, where were you tonight on the 24th? And then they come back to Track and say, yeah, man, I believe you. I want to help you. This and that, there. But you got to remember now, they know Track is lying the whole time. They know he's lying. They know he's lying because they got the cell phone records. Plus, he done lied to them in this whole deposition. He done lied. He said that he went straight from the field where they allegedly found the gun, where Jacoby Mills say they found the gun, where Track say they found the gun. Track even said they found the gun, this motherfucker. Well, they found the gun and Track said they went from the field to the video shoot that they had in Melbourne with Berger. The police tracked them from the field to a canal where the police suspected they threw the gun in the canal, right? Track said they went straight from the field to the video shoot. They know that's a lie because they tracked y'all to the canal. So they know he's lying. They know he's lying. Okay, so let's continue. So the police say, I want to help you. Track say, The police say, I honestly, truly do. Track say, I appreciate that. The police say, and I know you like Mark Thomas told you, and you know like Mark Thomas told you. I don't know who Mark Thomas is. Maybe it's our attorney. And Track say, And then the police say, you help me, I help you. I think all police say that in the interrogation at some point. You help me, I help you. That's what they told Track, right? So Track say, I understand that. The police say, all right. So Track say, I have told you everything that I can, and I will tell you more if I figure out more, but I'm not finding anything, yeah. I can't read that fucking word. I can't find out anything anywhere. So then the police say, but you know what? Like he said, you've got about 3 months, and then you know what happens after that. And hey, who knows? You might win your case and you might stay. So what the police saying is, you got 3 months before this deportation process goes through, and so you got 3 months to motherfucking help us with this case. If you don't help us with this case, I cannot guarantee that you won't be sent back to Haiti. That's what they're doing. They're doing a veiled threat. You know what I mean? A velvet glove threat. It's a veiled threat. It's subliminal. It's subjective. It's, you know what the fuck I'm saying, nigga. If you don't fucking do what we say do, or get us something that we can use in this case, we're going to probably deport you or try to deport you for these old ass weed charges. That's what he's saying. That's page 28. Let's go to page 29. Page 29. Okay. The police say, hold on. The police say, who knows? Then Track say, but you can help me in this situation. You said you could help me. Yes. The police say yes. Track say, but you chose, but you don't want to help. No, the police say, but you chose, but you don't. Hold on. Okay. Track say, but you chose, you don't want to help me. The police say, I don't know, you're telling the truth. Track say, I'm telling the truth, I can't. But how am I going to get some information in immigration hold? Who am I going to talk to find out about the gun? The police say, I'm sure you can. Track say, in immigration hold? Who am I going to talk to in immigration hold? So basically what Track is saying is, motherfucker, you want information? How am I going to give you information if you still got me in immigration hold? I can't get out and talk to nobody, and I can't get no information sitting in immigration hold. He's trying to get the police to let him out. You let me out, I'm gonna work for you. That's what he's saying. Now, is he going to work for them? Listen, one thing about me, dog, I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real now. Some people will tell the police that they're gonna work for them and get out, but not intend on working for them. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know which play Track running right here, but I do understand that he could be just telling them this so that they will let him out of immigration hold. See what I'm saying? He could just be telling them this to let him out, or he could be telling them this because he really intend on working. And when I mean working, I mean really gathering information for them to help them in this case. I cannot discern what is his motive either way, and I won't put that on him from this statement. But I'm telling you what, it's either one of the two. he either lying to the police so they'll let him out of immigration hold so he could possibly just be free. I have seen dudes do this. Or he could be really intending on getting out and gathering information and helping them. Either or. So I'm gonna just be honest with that. I got to be honest with that. Like I said, I'll be fair. You feel me? I know the other shit that I say he did. Yeah, he did that shit. That shit they say that he did that shit, dog. He snitched on Jacoby. I don't see no way he gave up that phone. I think he gave that phone up for ulterior motives. But here, I cannot say that he's legitimately trying to get out to snitch. I can't say that. He could be faking the move to get out, just to get out. Or he could be actually intending on getting out snitching. I don't know. But he's telling the police to let me out so I can get you some information. That's what he's saying. Could be running the play, could be really down, could be really 100% telling the police, I'm gonna work for y'all. I don't know. But I have seen street dudes run this play. I want to reiterate that. This is a acceptable play if you're trying to get out of jail. I done seen dudes agree to tell the police information to get out of jail just to get out of the jail. You see what I'm saying? So that's not, this play that he's running, if it's a play, is not a foul play. It's acceptable in order to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Now, what the thing is, you can't get out of jail and start working, then we gonna know that you really meant that what you told the police. But if you get out and say, fuck y'all, thug life, and go to bucking, or then you know what I'm saying? That's some street shit there. You know what I mean? You supposed to do that. Fuck y'all, bitch. I lied to y'all motherfuckers. I just want to get out. Kiss my ass, boom gang. Nah, I go for that. But, you know, if you really intend on working, that's a fucked up statement. We don't know because we gotta look at what his actions was after he got out. You feel me? We don't know what his action was. We just gotta go for that. But whatever he say, that's what he's saying. So let's go on. What else he said? He say, the police say, I'm sure you can help. He say, in immigration hold? Who am I going to talk to in immigration hold? The police say they have ways to communicate out there in, yep. You have ways of communicating, I mean. Track say, you have to remember who I have on my contact list. He say, Track say, my wife, my brother, and my lawyer. The police say, okay. Track say, who am I going to talk to in immigration hold? The police say, you'll find a way because you can. Listen, Melly and them guys have been in lockdown, and I have never seen anyone make more damn phone calls and video calls. So what he's pretty much saying is, nigga, you can figure out a way to communicate, to figure out what's going on the streets through being in immigration hold. What he's trying to do is he's trying to let him feel like they not gonna let him out to do the work. They want to keep the pressure on him while he's doing this interview so that he can divulge the information that they want right now. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want him, they'll work with him, but they're trying to play like they won't work with him so that he will feel like that he got to give them the information right now if you want to get out. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all a tactic. They playing a game of Tai Chi. We call that Tai Chi. They playing a mental game of Tai Chi right here. Track trying to play games on them seem like to me, and they trying to play games on him to get the information right now during this interview. Nah, nigga, if okay, so you want us to let you out? Nah, you're gonna have to make some phone calls or whatever. Plus, if he do decide to make phone calls from inside the jail, they'll be recorded, so they know what they're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So nah, we'll keep your ass here, and or we'll, you know what I'm saying? So you can make these phone calls and get all the information, and we'll have it recorded on the jail phone line. You know what I'm saying? And another thing they divulged. Melly and them, they have been listening to Melly phone calls and his jail phone calls. He just said that. He said that. So I don't know what they caught Melly and them doing on the phones. And then Track telling him that the only people he could contact is his wife, his brother, and his lawyer, because they're the only people on his contact list while he in jail. And then Track say, well, there's the whole celebrity eye, so I'm going to get, so the police say, yeah. And then Track say, it's going to happen. And then the police say, I know. And then Track say, but I would really appreciate it if you could help me out on, and then the Track say, and then the police say, well, I'm not. And then Track say, you need to help me. And then, excuse me. And then the police say, I'm just an innocent, Track say, I'm just an innocent bystander in this situation. So, what's up, Ghost Chavo? Hey, so the police basically telling him, I'm not finna help you. I'm not finna help you. So they basically trying to put pressure on Track to make Track feel like, if you don't do what we say, you are going to be sitting in this cell, in this immigration hole, and we're not gonna let you out. And the chances are that you're gonna be deported. You know, they running the play on it. And then Track keep asking them to help him. And they keep saying, and the police saying, no, I'm not gonna help you. I gave you a way that you can help yourself, but if you don't do what I say, then your ass gonna get deported back to Blood Diamond Land. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, they running it. They running the play, they running. So what page is that? 29, let's go to page 30. Page 30. Okay, page 30. So the police say, you need to help me. You need to show me a good faith that you're helping me. And then the police, and then Track say, I've been trying to help you, Mr. Moretti. And then the police say, I don't think so. And then Track say, I don't know why. And then the police say, I don't know, maybe I just, after 20 years of doing this, maybe I'm just skewed. And then Track say, I've been trying to help you. And then the police say, all right. And then the police say, I'm not trying to. No, Track say, damn, I can't read that word. Oh, Track say, I'm not trying to steer you wrong. So I don't have a court date, do I? The police say, no. This was, the police say no. So Track say, no, this was court? Like Track asked him, so this was court? And then the police say, this was the meeting to the, you know, like I said, settling that we talked about he say, nothing that we talked about can be used against you. So Track say, I mean, I don't have no problem talking to you, man. And then the police say, yeah, I know everything is, let's see. He say, yeah, I can't read that word. Everything is here. It's just, you just been treated as a witness. Track say, mm-hmm. The police say, that's it. Track say, mm-hmm. So the police say, so it's nothing you can be used against you. Nothing can be used against you in your immigration. Nothing at this. Damn, this word's hard for. Basically what he telling Track is none of that he's telling him can be used against him in his immigration situation. So now they full of shit, dog. They full of shit. So you done got this man in here and you done threatened this man with deportation and all of this shit. And then at the end of the interview, you're gonna tell him that nothing he said could be used against him and this and that there. But at the same time, if he tell you something, it could be used to help him in his immigration. They full of shit, dog. They full of shit like a motherfucker, boy. Boy, that's why you gotta know what you know when you're going up with them motherfuckers, boy. You got there, so better be slow. Track say, mm-hmm. The police say, so you know, but I would definitely try to find out what happened to that gun, and maybe that gun just reappears some way, and maybe your attorney calls us and says, hey, maybe if you go look here, you'll find something. So what they're telling Track right now, they're telling Track that, hey man, go tell your attorney when we leave here, if you don't want to talk to us right now, go tell your attorney where the gun at, then your attorney gonna call us and tell us, hey, you can find the gun over here by the tree, by the oak tree, under the rock. That's what they're telling. So they're telling Track to snitch and tell where the gun at. And then Track say, how am I gonna find out about, I don't know what they, you know, what the situation is. I'm really going to be stuck in here, but I don't know about no gun. The police say, okay, that's page 30. We got 2 more pages, y'all. Page 31, second page, second row. Track say, and if I find, and if that's the only way. Track say, and if that's the only way I can help, then there's no way I can help. So I'm going to be stuck in here. The police say, I get it. So basically Track telling them, hey, look, if that's the only way I can help, then I can't help you. So that means I'm gonna be stuck in here? The police say, yeah, basically you're gonna be stuck in here and your ass going back to Haiti. You're gonna go back to your country of origin. We're gonna deport you. So the police say, and Track say, and you could help me out? The police say, then well, and then Track say, that's what I don't understand. Like, you want to see me like, I believe you're a man of principle. So Track trying to run game on the police right here. What Track basically saying is, how you gonna do me like this, man? How you gonna do me like this? So you pretty much just holding me in here because you want me to tell you something, but at the same time I'm telling you that I can't tell you nothing, and then if I don't tell you nothing, you're gonna send me back to Haiti. So he trying to run the same game on the police that the police running on him. Oh, I'm your friend, oh, I like you, man. He trying to play on the police heartstrings, but these men been doing this shit for 20 years. They don't give a damn. The police say, so he say, Track tell the police, I believe you're a man of principle, which means he's trying to give the police, he's trying to make the police morally do the right thing. He's basically trying to make the police tell the police, you a good person, do what good people do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he said, you are a man of principle. He got a little sense now. He got a little sense, but the way he's trying to play, that shit ain't gonna work with a seasoned detective who's come there to interrogate you. He came there to get information from you. He done did 1,000 of these interrogations. So he's trying to finesse the detective, which I can see why they say Track got a lot of sense, and I can see how they say that Track say the slick talking people that try to manipulate people and get people. Yeah, I can see it, because in the middle of this interview he's saying, I believe you. He telling the police, that's why I don't understand what you want to see me like. He was saying it like he's trying to say, like, he's trying to play on the police heartstring. Then he say, I believe you're a man of principle. This is what he's telling the police. Hey, go to police. I am. So now Track think he got it. Oh, you're a man of principle. Now watch Track move in with his next try to finesse. And I was going, and I see that you're a man of principle. That's what Track said. Like, how would you, if you could help me, somebody in this position, why would you? You see, I'm trying to better my life. I'm not trying to, you see that? You see that? So Track trying to portray himself as somebody who's not really, somebody who got a lot of promise, somebody who's doing good things and great things in his life and the community. And he's telling the police, why would you want to destroy somebody like that? Why would you want to take somebody like that away from his family and send me back to Haiti and all of that? Which I understand the play, but what he missing is No, I get it. He got to play. Well, I ain't gonna say he got to play this card, but he feel like he got to play this card. But what I feel like this will not work is because you got to understand it's a seasoned detective. This is a double murder investigation. He don't give a damn about sending your grandmama back to Haiti. He wants to know who killed these boys. He wants evidence on that because that is the most important thing to him. Damn you, damn that you gonna be going back to Haiti, especially if he know or feel like you know some shit or was involved in this, such as he does. He has the cell phone records that said you picked Melly up. He has the cell phone records that said you was at the field. He had the cell phone record that said you was at the canal. He got you lying to him in this same particular interview that he's sitting down giving you. So he don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He'll send your ass back for real, for real. But I get why he playing this card. And then Track say, don't do anything that's, and then the police say, once you lie to me once, you'll lie to me again. Track say, I swear I ain't lied to you, which is a fucking lie. Because I can read what the fuck he lied to the motherfucking police at in here. He lied to them. I read the fucking lie. He has lied in here. I ain't talking about no speculation. I'm talking about he lied in the same exchange. He told the police that we went from the field to the video shoot. That's a lie. You know how we know it's a lie? Because he went from the field to the canal. You wanna know how we know that? Because the cell phone records show that he went from the field to the canal. The police knows this too. That's a lie. So he's lying. This is second. Well, I ain't gonna say the second lie. He's been lying the whole time, but he's lying again right here, and they know he lying. He said, Track say, I swear I ain't lie to you. When you called me, I told you I was with Jamel. Oh, that's another lie he said. He told the police he wasn't with Melly, couldn't get in contact with Melly, but the police pinged his phone and him and Melly sitting side by side together. Ain't that about a bitch? That's what I'm saying. Ain't that about a bitch? Hey, they knew he was right sitting with Melly, side by fucking side. They called him. Hey, man, I need to get in touch with Melly, man. He said, I don't know it yet, man. I can't get in contact with him. This is why they on the way to the video shoot. This is why they on the way to the video shoot. The police pinged the goddamn phone, towers and cell phone data shit, and found out him and Melly sitting side by motherfucking side. You see what I'm saying? Bro, they know, like shorty low, big dog. But anyway, he said, I swear I ain't lie to you. When you called me, you told if I was with Jamel. Police say, mm-hmm. And the police said, this was saying lie, motherfucker. And he say, I told you I wasn't. The police say, mm-hmm. Then Track say, I was with Jamel going to the video shoot. Bitch, they know you was with him going to the video shoot. They fucking got the cell phone. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We got too many low likes here, man. Hit that like button, man. I'm finna start reading, dog. Y'all get them likes up, man. Please get them likes up. Get them likes up, man. That's how this channel gonna grow, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Story time over real quick, man. Hit that like button, man. Let me see these lights jump. I might go smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna go smoke, dog. Y'all don't hit the like button, dog. I'm gonna go smoke, dog. I'm gonna just let y'all sit right here. Cause y'all don't hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, man. It's free. It's free. Please hit the like button. We reading our Track statement, bro. You ain't getting this nowhere else, bro. It's free, bro. It's free. It don't cost you a dime. Hit the like button. Stop stealing out of self-checkout. Don't do your time like that. Hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button. Y'all wonder why the channel ain't no bigger? Because y'all don't hit the like button. You gotta hit the like button. Damn. Anyways. Track say, why would I say I wasn't with Jamel? I don't even recall that situation, but the police say, all right, I understand. Track say, if I did, I would tell you, but if you can help me. The police say, okay. Track say, help me in this situation. I'm not. The police say, all right. Track say, I don't deserve to be here for somebody else's situation. Track say, the police say, you're here not because of. Then Track say, well, I understand, but you guys made it happen for me to be here. So basically what he's saying is, Track the line like a motherfucker, man. And I don't like this. I don't like him saying this. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't like him saying this. Because they 100% know that the day of the video shoot, you were with Melly for a long time. You was with Melly from when y'all left from Miramar, all the way to the field, all the way from the field when y'all found the gun with Jacoby Mills, Melly, and Portland. Y'all went to the canal to allegedly throw away the gun. I don't know if they threw away the gun in the canal, y'all. I just know they went to the canal. Y'all went to the canal, then y'all went to the stove, then y'all went to get something to eat. You was also at Melly's mama house, so you say, this is all stuff Track said now. Then you went to the video shoot. If y'all ever seen the video with Burger and Melly, that video shoot was at nighttime. So that means you was with Melly all that day. All that day you was with Melly. The police called him and asked him about, can they get in contact with Melly? Want to talk to Melly? He told the police he can't get in contact with Melly. He don't know where Melly at. The police pinged his phone and they knew that Melly was sitting right beside him. So Track keep bringing up this shit, talking about, you said I went with Melly, I didn't lie to you. They know you lied, nigga. Stop bringing that shit up, because they know you lied. I want to explain something else to y'all, right? The day all of this stuff here going on, where they went to the canal and they went to the field, they went to Melbourne for the video shoot, this is the same day that Juvie and Sack got killed. Juvie and Sack got killed 3, 4 in the morning on October 26th. The video shoot was October 26th. It was just that evening. So Melly had a long day that day. You done killed 2 motherfuckers and you went and made a video on the same fucking day. You killed 2 people, went to the field, found the gun, went to the canal, and we know he found the gun because Jacoby Mills said he found the gun. And if you go through Track's statement, Track tried to say that Jacoby Mills got the gun and they told him not to take the gun. So basically what Track tried to say is they went by the field for what he don't know why they went by the field. This is what the lie he's saying. He said, we don't know why we went by the field, but when we was at the field, basically what he's saying is Jacoby found the gun, right? He's saying that Jacoby kept the gun, even though the people that was with them told him it was Burger's video. I think it's called Dreams and Nightmares or some shit like that, but it's Burger. It's Burger's song featuring Melly. Burger is a rapper from Melbourne. Real good rapper too. Shout out to Burger. So they went to the field, and we know they went to the field. I think it's Dreams and Nightmares. I think it's Dreams and Nightmares. I'm not something like that. But it's a good song though. It's a good song. They shot the video for it. Just type in Burger, B-U-R-G-A featuring YNW Melly. You'll find it. But anyway, they know that he was at the field because Jacoby Mills said he was at the field, and they got their cell phone tower records. Nightmares at the bottom, right? That's it. Nightmares at the bottom, right? So anyway, Jacoby Mills told the police that they found the gun, but Track said that Jacoby Mills found the gun. They just happened to stop by this random field, y'all. On the way to the video shoot, let's go by this empty field. We already know what that's about. Jacoby Mills found the gun. This is because Jacoby Mills told the police he found the gun. Track even said that Jacoby found the gun because he found out that Jacoby had already told the police about the situation. So Track knew that Jacoby Mills snitched. So how Track counteract Jacoby Mills snitching is Track snitched back on Jacoby Mills. Hey, that's Jacoby's gun. That's what he said in this statement. He said that's Jacoby's gun, kind of trying to justify, validate the situation with the gun. So what he's saying is that's Jacoby's gun to try to justify Jacoby saying they found the gun, right? Because he knows Jacoby's told the police they found the gun. So what he's saying now is Jacoby found the gun. So now the police will have to choose which story is correct between him and Jacoby. So then Track went on to say that the people, I don't know who people, he said they told Jacoby not to take the gun and Jacoby took the gun anyway. He said Jacoby took the gun and then Jacoby was riding with him. He's trying to justify the gun being in his vehicle. He said Jacoby had the gun on him in the vehicle. He say after that he don't know what happened to the gun. He say the reason why I don't know what happened to the gun is because all of them had guns. There you go, stitch it again. He say all of them had guns. So basically trying to say, how would I know which gun is which? Because everybody had guns. And I ain't studying that. I don't care. I ain't my business. He's saying everybody had guns. From there, they went to the canal. Then from the canal, which I don't know where the canal at, but the police know they went by the canal because they pinged Melly phone by the canal. They just said it in their statement. Then he said that from there, they went to the video shoot with Burger now. Poor Burger, he didn't know none of this shit was going on. He just ended up shooting a video. He had a video scheduled to do with Melly, and lo and behold, this whole situation happened the same day of his video shoot they scheduled to do with Melly. So Melly chose to go and do this video shoot after the loss of Sack Chaser and Juvie. Portland as well. Portland went too. They didn't call this video shoot off. They didn't take time out to mourn these guys or talk to the family. You gotta think now, while all of this going on, Sack Chaser and Juvie is dead. So their families are in disarray. Their families are crying. This the same day. I don't know if you ever lost somebody, but tragically like this. But when you lose somebody like this tragically, that whole first day be mayhem. You see what I'm saying? So while all this going on, Melly is shooting a video, going and picking up the gun from the field, taking the gun to the canal, going to get something to eat, all of this type shit. In the same 24 hours. You know his phone got to be ringing off the hook. For if I'm the family, if I'm the family of the victims, I'm wondering where the hell you at. Why you ain't at the hospital crying with us? Why you ain't at his mama house holding her hand, telling her what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is you not accessible and actually going to shoot a video? See what I'm saying? Like, he made himself look guilty as hell from the start. Who does that? You supposed to be fuck the video shoot, man. I just lost my two best friends who I got their names tattooed on me. I'm finna be right over here. Right, exactly. He could at least pretend it's acting sophisticated, no. I'm finna be right over here but the reason why he didn't want to be around is because he probably didn't know for sure whether that gunshot powder residue was off his ass yet, and he didn't want to have to keep retelling the story to these people because it was a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if you sit down with the family, the daddy gonna want to know, the mama gonna want to know, the brother gonna want to know, the cousin gonna want to know, and you gonna have to tell that same story as to what happened over again. And if it's a lie, that story gonna change. And if you're telling that story to a lot of different people, they're going to be able to figure out whether it's a lie or not. Trust what I'm telling you now. If you telling that same story that is a lie, if you telling that bitch to 30 people, some of them 30 people gonna be able to peep out that you lying. Somebody gonna ask the right question and you ain't gonna have an answer for it. Your vibe gonna be off. He didn't want to have to fake the crying and fake the concern. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want to have to do that. He didn't want to go through that. That's how you can tell this wasn't really thought out. Like, if you're gonna do something like this, you ever seen this, like, just like Spoon said, this shit just like juice. that movie with Tupac Shakur and Omar Epps. This shit is just like Juice. This is just like Juice. You remember how Tupac had the fake, like, he was concerned about Raheem after he had done killed Raheem and went to Raheem's funeral and all that type of shit like that. This is exactly what this shit is, dog. You know what I'm saying? And Melly didn't want to have to keep telling that story to the family members and all of that. He ran from that. And that also made him look guilty as hell. You know what I'm saying? But let me read page 32 because that's the last page, y'all. Yeah. Because page 32 is almost over with. So the police said, right. Track said 2 possessions of marijuana. The police say, and it does happen. People are deported for less. Track say, I know, but I would really appreciate it if my family would appreciate it. The police say, all right. Track say, anything I could do. The police say, I would appreciate it, any help from you, and I'm sure. Track say, I will. The police say, and I'm sure the families of the deceased. Track say, of course. The police say, would help with this as well. Track say, and you have my word on God, I will help, but help me out too, man. I don't want you to leave me here. I'm trying to get my life. So, and then the police say, I understand. Track say, thank you for your time. And then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's it, right? So what he's saying, basically what Track was saying was, listen, man, don't leave me in this motherfucker, man. Listen, man, help me out. You know what I'm saying? And I get out, I'll help you out. Now, like I said, I don't know what he did. I don't know if he did anything as far as like, he could have just been telling them that let me out in the line. I don't know. He could have been 100% wanting to work. I don't know. In order for me to prove that, I would have to know what his actions was after he got out. I don't want to speculate as to what he did or was he telling the truth as far as when he was saying that he'll help the police, because clearly he was lying when he was talking to him about the case. That's why they probably tried to hit him with the misleading the investigation, because they had the cell phone records that showed what he was actually doing, and it was opposite of what his words were saying that he was trying to do. You know what I mean? He was lying to the police. They knew he was lying. So, and he was giving false information and shit like that and all that type of shit. So I don't know whether he really was planning on working for the police, but I know that's what he told them. I put it that way. I know he told the police he'll work for him. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kenny? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Bankroll TV? You know what I'm saying? So here we go. So that's the end of the paperwork. We done went through all the paperwork. We done went through Track's statement that he gave the police. I'm gonna tell you my ending conclusion of this. Let me see something too. I forgot about that. Let me see if I can pull up this 1090J. This 1090J, because I really want to. But let me see real quick here. Where my boy at? Okay. Okay, so check this out. So my ending summary on the Jameson Francois 100K track, Melly's manager, King Von's manager, Hot Boy's manager, 30 Deep Grimy, Jack Boy's ex-manager, I think it was God Bless Dead Wiz, the Wizards ex-manager. He got a lot of Muwap ex-manager. I'm gonna say this. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Get this video to be shared to a wider audience of people. You know what I mean? That's how the channel can grow, man, and it's free. Appreciate it. So my ending summary on us going over the paperwork that in the statement that 100K track gave to Officer Moretti and 2 immigration officers when he was being detained is this. The Officer Francois, the actual him being, I'm gonna be real with it now. I'm just be real with it. Like, from my observation, the Officer Francois, him being an actual police officer, I say no, he's not an actual police officer, in my opinion. In my opinion, if he was an actual police officer, they wouldn't have had him detained for 2 old possession of marijuana charges and be leaning on him to give him information on a murder, double murder. If he was an actual police officer, Melly ass would have been cooked. You know what I'm saying? He picked Melly up after Bortland let him out the car the night of the murders. If he was an actual police officer, he would have already had to divulge that he was a police officer, because this is a double murder. So he would have had to come out of his sheet clothing. The wolf would have had to come out of his sheet clothing, because this is a murder. That's like the most serious crimes that the police don't like and they don't tolerate. So being that he was still with Melly the day of the murders, going to video shoots, went to the field, got the gun, allegedly they got the gun, you know what I'm saying? But then went to the canal to dispose of the gun. I don't know if they disposed of the gun in the canal, I don't know. I just know the police said that they pinged them by a canal. And we just assuming that they got rid of the gun in the canal, and the police assumed that as well. To him lying to police right here in this paperwork that I have read, that lets me know he's not a actual police officer. He's not. So the Officer Francois, I don't know who made that audio that we heard when King Von was shot, and I don't know if that's fake, or I don't know if maybe it really was an officer named Francois there. I don't know, but I know my common sense telling me with all of this shit that they got, that all the pressure they putting down on him right here, right now, he is not a police officer. Definitely. I'm willing to bet my life that he's not an actual police officer. Now, if you want to hit him with a Officer Francois because he's a snitch, yes. Now you can keep that title on him for that. And when I mean snitch is, he did not snitch on Melly, as far as like, from what I can see in the paperwork. But he did give Melly's phone up. See what I'm saying? That's why I say he's a very confusing character. So inadvertently, he did snitch if he gave the phone up. He did snitch on Jacoby Mills flat out right. He snitched on Jacoby Mills after Jacoby Mills snitched on him first. Jacoby Mills said that Jacoby Mills said that he found the gun, and the gun was a 40 caliber handgun, had blood on it, and he gave it to Track. Track said, "I take care of it." When the police questioned Track and said that they had a witness that said that Track took the gun, Track clearly said, "That's Jacoby's gun. Jacoby took the gun, not me." That's snitching. You know what I'm saying? Even though Jacoby told on him first. I want to state this now. Jacoby told on him first. But he afterwards told on Jacoby. Now, he also told the police that all of them have guns, as far as like the whole entourage, the whole crew be having guns, right? And the reason why he told them that is because the police wanted to know what exactly happened to the gun what Jacoby Mills found. And Track was trying to throw that off by saying that, hell, I don't know which gun it was. They had a lot of guns. So how I know exactly which gun it was? Everybody had guns, you know. So I ain't paying attention to where the gun. You know, it's like that game you play when you're a peanut up under one shell and you got 3 shells and you keep doing like this and you keep moving the peanut, keep moving the peanut, keep moving the peanut. That's what Track is trying to paint this picture as though if I'm with a bunch of guys and they all got guns, shit, they all look alike to me. You know what I mean? Like, you know. And that's what he was trying to say, you know, as to, and then he said they all got guns. So I count that as snitching too, because those guys are felons. You know, all they gotta say is, well, who was with you? And he actually told who was with him. You know what I'm saying? And then if you say they all had guns, then hey, now did it lead to any of them going to jail? I don't think so. But he still told that information to the police, and if they wanted to use that, they could have used Track as a witness that said that they had guns and arrested them. Let me tell you something. You don't actually get to get caught with a gun in order to go to jail for possession of a firearm. My brother went to jail. My brother that just died, the one I'm going to his funeral next week. My brother had a fight with my cousin, and my cousin called the police and told the police that my brother pulled a gun on him. My brother didn't even have no goddamn gun. They took his ass to jail. That's on the word of my cousin. Now he burned it out and then kind of got dropped or whatever, but you don't actually have to be caught with a gun for the police to put you in jail. All you need is a witness to say that you had a fucking gun. You feel what I'm saying? And so if they could use Track, they could have used Track because he said that, hey, they all had guns, and they could have said, oh, who had a gun? Jacoby Mills? Yeah, Jacoby Mills had a gun. Okay, you all right, that's not a statement. He gave the statement. It's right here. He said Jacoby had a gun. So they could use that as evidence if they really wanted to arrest Jacoby Mills for possession of a firearm. Now, with a stick, I doubt it, because you don't actually have a firearm, but you could have got him arrested. And what I'm trying to say is that information he gave could have let him get arrested. But regardless of what, you still said it. You still said it. It's up to the police whether they decide to use the evidence or not. Like you can tell on motherfuckers and they don't go to jail. It's just up to the police to whether they feel like that they want to press charges or whether they want to go forward with whatever criminal shit they want to. So you can snitch on a motherfucker and not put a bitch in jail. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is the act of giving up the information is snitching. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, he snitched. In the same, like one of my people in the chat said, I think Battalion Bullet said this. He snitched not to snitch. He snitched on certain shit thinking that the police are going to find him credible enough to believe what he's saying when he's lying about the Melly case. You see what I'm saying? So he felt like if he told certain shit, then they would believe him when he was misleading them in the Melly case. That's what happened to him. So he snitched in certain aspects, but in other aspects he lied. So you get what I'm saying? So if you want to call him a snitch, yes. I don't think he the type. You know what I'm saying? So yes, pretty much. Case closed. Yes, he's a snitch. He told certain things in this case that didn't need to be said, or he didn't have to say, and it could have led to someone going to jail or criminal charges against someone. He even went as far as dropping Kodak Black name and saying that when he goes places with his artists, they do things that he's not proud of, but he's just a situator, so he don't ask no questions. But you know, sometimes he just be along for the ride, and they go places and do things that he's not proud of. I can only assume what those things are. I would like to assume that they probably just like picking up some drugs. You know what I mean? Probably going by the weed man house, probably going by the lean man house, probably going to get some perks, some shit like that. However, little small. I think these are small things that he's talking about here. But what he's trying to say is he was trying to justify going to that field because they wanted to know why he went to the field. And he was saying, I don't know why we went to the field. We went to the field because my artist wanted to go to the field, basically Melly. See what I'm saying? So he lightweight snitched on Melly then too, because he said he's basically saying that we went to the field because my artist wanted to go to the field, right? That's so he would have. That's so he could say he didn't know why they went to the field. See what I'm saying? That's how he trying to play it. So, but he knew why they went to the field. You see what I'm saying? He knew why they went to that field, but he just didn't want to tell on that aspect. So him not telling on that aspect kind of still made the way he kind of did tell a little bit, because he said, he's basically saying, I don't know why we went to that field. Melly is the one who wanted us to go by that field. I'm just the manager. I just be along for the ride. That's what position he was playing. So now the police can be like, okay, so it was Melly's idea, because Melly was the artist y'all was rolling with that day. Melly was the one y'all was going to the video shoot in the entourage with. So it was his call to go by a field. Imagine somebody else in the entourage saying, hey, let's go by the field, when the business that we need to be handling is get to this video shoot in Melbourne with Burger. Nobody else would have been able to make that call to go by that field but Melly or Track. The rest of them dudes just entourage. See what I'm saying? So he had to put, because he got it off himself. He said that I didn't know why we went to the field. You know what I'm saying? I just go where my artists tell me to go. And sometimes we go places and do things that I'm not proud of. So he was saying inadvertently, subliminally, that Melly was the reason why we went by this field. So then he said that I don't know why we went by the field. We just went by the field because I go where my artists tell me to go. So then that could lead the police to be like, okay, well, Melly told him to go by the field. Why would Melly go by that field? You see what I'm saying? So he kind of tried not to snitch, but he tried to exalt himself of knowing what was going on when they went by that field. But he did he did insinuate and kind of sort of implicate Melly a little bit, because the police gonna say, well, who told you to go by the field? And he's gonna have to say, Melly, because I'm just the manager. You see what I'm saying? So he's snitching not to snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lied quite a few times here. He said that Sack Chaser, he didn't know what the fuck's nothing about no $200,000 Sack Chaser supposed to be getting. That's a lie. And then he covered it up by saying that Melly was broke. Melly was been broke ever since he signed. Picture that. How the fuck I'm broke right after I signed? I get in advance, nigga. But then the police counteracted that by saying that we seen between these dates that you got pretty much $500,000 to a bank account. You know what I'm saying? It went to your bank account. And the police say they done saw his bank accounts. So he got $500,000 deposited in a bank account that him and his wife managed. The clear case words are managed. Think about it now. So that means that money that was in that bank account, that was money that was Melly's money. You see what I'm saying? They said because when he was saying that Melly was broke, the police broke it out like how he broke. Melly got money. You know what I'm saying? We see $500,000 in the bank account that you and your wife manage. Pretty much insinuating that you and your wife been doing what y'all pleased with this man's money. Because Melly money from the label gonna go straight to Melly. You just the manager. You get paid from him. Your percentage, he will pay you your percentage. You see what I'm saying? How the hell would you get $500,000 from a label? You wouldn't. That money came from Melly's account. And if I had to guess, you probably were paying people off like I know you've been doing, because you know what I mean? Spoon done told us. It's in my interview. If you go look at my interview, it's my interview with Spoon. Spoon done told us that you've been throwing money around. Actually, the family has too. Sack mama say she got money. Mariah mama say she got money. Got a car note paid, all type of shit, and y'all paid for the funerals. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming that money was for that. That money. We also know that Bortland said that he put the girlfriend in a old condo and bought her a car. So we know money was going towards that. We also know that he has been paying off Pound guys lawyers while he been in jail in order to keep them off his ass. You see what I'm saying? We know this. This is fact. We know this. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was paying 2 blood members money as well. And we found that out in the paperwork as well. They were extorting him. So that Sack Chase and Juvie extorting him shit, that's a lie. But we did find out what 2 blood gang members was extorting him. And they was mad at Track because Track had total control over Melly's money. The police divulged that in this statement. So we know Melly had money, but Track tried to say Melly ain't have no money. You know why he tried to say Melly ain't have no money and Melly wasn't getting no money? And he said that he bought Melly's Rolexes and he bought Melly some Melly chain. The reason why he's trying to say that is because he's trying to take away the financial motive. The police is putting this as a motive that Sack Chaser was gonna get $200-some thousand, and Melly killed him because of that. And Track knew this, so Track tried to Track saying that Melly was broken. He don't understand what Sack Chase was talking about $200,000. He wasn't gonna get no $200,000 because Melly had no money to give him. That was trying to help Melly as far as the motive. You see what I'm saying? So in one situation, he'll help Melly, but another situation he'll hurt Melly. All right, and I want to break this down too, y'all. I want to throw this out here as a theory, right? It's just a theory, right? Track said that Melly, Sack, and Juvie were co-owners, co-CEOs of Y&W, right? You ever thought maybe if he get them 2 out the way, then he owned Y&W by himself? He couldn't kick Sack out the group because Sack was a co-founder of Y&W. Think about it now. No way, Sack was gonna get money regardless as long as Y&W, as long as Melly and all of them was Y&W, because Sack, Juvie, and Melly was the 3 owners. Stank Feet ain't on the motherfucking thing. You know who Stank Feet is. So think about this now. You ever think that he got them out the way because of that? Because he owned Y&W solely by himself after that. He probably hated Sack so much after Sack fought him and did what he did to his mama and showed the girl the dick pic and all of that type of shit right there, to where he didn't want Sack to get no money, be involved in nothing. But Sack was an instrumental part of creating Y&W, and he was the CEO of Y&W. So in order to make sure none of that shit happened and he could have it all to himself, he got him out of there. Juvie was old as well. Juvie, Sack, and Melly were the 3, and Track said this in his statement. Juvie, Sack. Yeah, I see it's on my lens, dog. I don't know what that shit is. But we gonna fix, don't worry about it. We finna get some new equipment real shortly here. I seen that shit too, Chicks 1,000. But anyway, and I wiped it off too. Look, I don't know what the fuck going on. But I'm thinking maybe, that's just a theory, just a hypothesis. But just think of what I'm saying here. They all were CEOs. And he killed the 2 other CEOs. Not Bortman. And he owned that shit by himself. Know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me see real quick. I'm trying to pull out this 1090J situation.
All my talk is crack. I can get the
officials actually believing that the day after the incident, me and my client could be potentially doing illegal activities instead of doing his job and my job. So that's where the phone, it's unconditional in certain situations, trying to mislead the investigation. So if you can look at the court documents, you can look at the cases, you can look at multiple sources. The officials believe that in the beginning of the whole trial that I was on some trying to mislead the investigation, or my client was on some trying to, leave the place of the crime, leave the country, or that sort of narrative, when in reality, things happen. Things happen where it's unconditional, and certain situations look crazy. Phone, no, why? I'm not gonna give you the phone.
Out of watch time.
Shout out to Audio Crack 22. This is video, but this.
Follow us at Audio Crack 22.
I want to say this right. In this video, I'm going to prove that 1090 Jake said that he did not have any court documents that said that Track was supposed to give up that phone. Listen to it now.
On all platforms. Thank you.
So physically there at the office with the prosecutor, they handed the document over to myself and my attorney, and we had to give the phone. I had to get the phone. At first, at the gate, if you ask, so let me get the phone. No, why? I'm not gonna give you the phone. Why you need the phone? It's a regular. There's nothing on the phone. It's a regular phone. But once they did the search order and the warrant, boom, I had to give it to them. That alone, which I appreciate, when you was explaining, you was like, hey, nothing came from this man that he didn't physically have to order or to go give. So for you guys that are saying, oh, well, you gave the phone, you should throw it away. Who to say that anything's damaging on the phone to me or my client? I could see where when you pull up a document and it says that, item been.
He's saying that who's to say anything damaging on the phone that could hurt him or his client? You helped your client get away from the scene. You knew your client had his phone on him. You know how you know? Because he called you to come pick him up, nigga. So you knew that he had the phone on him. So you knew that they was gonna be able to track the damn phone. I know that. Let's go.
Into authority, you consider that cooperating, you consider that snitching. I could see where the people get that misconception from, but like I've been saying if you can look at the court documents, you can look at the cases, you can look at multiple sources. The officials believe that in the beginning of the whole trial that I was on some trying to mislead the investigation, or my client was on some trying to, leave the place of the crime, leave the country, or that sort of narrative, when in reality, things happen. Things happen where it's unconditional, and certain situations look crazy when it's not explained or when it's not situated. And I'm not even referring to the snitching allegations. I'm referring to officials actually believing that the day after the incident, me and my client could be potentially doing illegal activities instead of doing his job and my job. So that's where the phone situation came in at, where they're like, hey, why did you even bring the phone into the business or to the authorities, or why did you go there? Listen, you guys got to, just like a document says, every item that's been obtained by any officials came through a search warrant or order. Nothing was willingly given.
After the police, sir. That's who.
Hold on. I want to get to the point. I want to get to the part where he told the motherfucker.
It's going to be a no-show in court.
Listen.
No, it's Mr. Witt.
True or false, but he was more than willing to say a whole lot.
Okay.
Perception of you.
This is what 1090 Jake gonna tell that he could not find any court documents that said Track should have gave the phone up. Listen to me now. Shout out Audio Crack 22. We use Audio Crack's content.
And that's just not gonna work out, bro. So my opinion is just shut up, go to court, and we'll go from there. All right, let's move on.
When you see snitching in my thumbnail, it's above the other motherfucker who I'm not even gonna name that we spoke about, who clearly gave information above and beyond whether it's true or false, but he was more than willing to say a whole lot of shit he really didn't need to say. Do you feel?
And if you look at the document, the same individual you're referring to is also telling and situating that I had way more intent than I needed or than I wanted to have with the case.
Yeah.
Or So
he said the majority of shit against you.
Period. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Now, the individual they speaking of is Mr. Withers. I can say his name because it's public documents. I also spoke of him in the Fredo Bang video. He's the one that implicated Fredo Bang in the incident. So Mr. Withers is really the one that gave the most damaging statements that the police have in the case. So with his statements and the phone pings, that's how the police basically put together the timeline on the events that occurred. So my question is, where's Mr. Withers? I was speaking to a gentleman named Jeffrey in the God in Us chat. Shout out to Jeffrey. And he felt the only way he won't be, Jeffrey has a point and we're, all right, let's move on. What's up, guys? Right now, we're going to take a break.
They're physically there at the...
Our subscribers, we're going to try to get our subscribers up. Follow us at Audio Crack.
I want to say this too. Now, you see how 10 out of Jake vilified the guys that were snitching in this case other than Track? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you see how he made it like they was the only ones doing the talking though. But let's go.
On all platforms. Thank you.
So physically there at the office with the prosecutor, they handed the document over to myself and my attorney, and we had to give the phone. I had to get the phone. At first,
now listen to what Track's saying now. He's saying that when he was at the office, they came with the papers and he had to get a phone up. Why the fucking phone in your pocket, nigga? That ain't your phone. What's the point of you having the phone in your pocket? I want to say this, you guys. Use y'all common sense, you guys. Use your common sense, right? Just common sense here. Are you going to have that phone on you when you go to the police or to the state attorney or anybody else? Are you going to have that phone in your pocket? You got your own phone. Why are you going to have that phone in your pocket? He said he had that phone in his pocket, and then that's how they ended up. When he got there, they gave him some papers. Give us that phone out your pocket. If y'all believe that, I got a duck that can pull a truck. That man took that phone now on purpose. That's like him walking in there with the gun. That just don't make no sense. But here we go.
At the gate, if you ask, so let me get the phone. No, why? I'm not gonna give you the phone. Why you need the phone? It's a regular. There's nothing on the phone. It's a regular phone. But once they did the search order and the warrant, boom, I had to give it to him. That alone, which I appreciate when you was explaining, you was like, hey, nothing came from this man that he didn't physically have to order or to go give. So for you guys that are saying, oh, well, you gave the phone, you should throw it away. Who to say that anything's damaging on the phone to me or my client? I could see where when you pull up a document and it says that, item been turned into authority, you consider that cooperating, you consider that snitching. I could see where the people get that misconception from. But like I've been saying if you can look at the court documents, you can look at the cases, you can look at multiple sources. The officials believe that in the beginning of the whole trial that I was on some trying to mislead the investigation or my client was on some trying to, leave the place of the crime, leave the country or that sort of narrative, when in reality, things happen. Things happen where it's unconditional, and certain situations look crazy when it's not explained or when it's not situated. And I'm not even referring to the snitching allegations. I'm referring to officials actually believing that the day after the incident, me and my client could be potentially doing illegal activities instead of doing his job and my job. So exactly. That's where the phone situation came in at, where they're like, hey, why did you even bring the phone into the business or to the authorities, or why did you go there? Listen, you guys got to, just like a document says, every item that's been obtained by any officials came through a search warrant or order. Nothing was willingly given.
After the police, sir, that's who. It's like, what is this guy's deal? It clearly states that the phone is the most damaging evidence in the case, sir. When talking too much goes wrong. And I also want to make this very clear before I play the next clip. Track is claiming he got handed a court order to pass over the phone. And also, to me, perception is everything, especially in a case of this magnitude. So by you leaving the country with the evidence they already had at the time, In the police's eyes, it looks like you were trying to flee. I mean, let's be honest. Normal people would have canceled that because of the tragic circumstances, if that makes sense. So you being mad about that, you got bigger fish to fry than worrying.
And I want to say this too. Track is saying that he went down to the office or whatever, the police or the state attorney, wherever the fuck he went. He's saying he went there in order to see if Melly had was clear to leave the country or whatever, or travel because of the situation. And he say once he got there, that's when they ambushed him with the paperwork and said, "Ha! Give us the phone that's in your pocket, nigga." How would they know the phone in your pocket? Why would the phone be in your pocket? Why wouldn't they think the phone was still on Melly? I'm just saying.
If y'all fled or not. But maybe it's because you're trying to keep your hands clean and your name was brought up again. So again, you want to debunk something that is, again, about perception. A decision that you, Track, made knowing the unfortunate circumstances. That's on you, my guy. Now keep that in mind because this next clip is the same interview later on down the line. And I want you guys to pay attention to this. Okay, let's get to that now.
But did you actually get served the paperwork for the warrant for the phone? Because I couldn't find that online under his name or yours.
No, everything, like you see, it says ordered, and nothing was given willingly. So that still shows you that there was a search warrant. It was ordered for the phone.
Wow.
So did y'all just hear that? I told y'all, listen, y'all, they can't mess with me when it come to this shit, dog. Know what I'm saying? I'm I'm smarter than the average bell. Did you hear 1090 Jake just say he could not find any documents online or anything that said he should have gave up that phone? Here go proof, y'all. I told y'all when I come with receipts. I'm finna back it up for you again.
Again, about perception. A decision that you, Track, made knowing the unfortunate circumstances.
He couldn't find no paperwork.
Now keep that in mind because this next clip is the same interview later on down the line. And I want you guys to pay attention to this.
Listen to it.
Okay, let's get to that now.
But did you actually get served the paperwork for the warrant for the phone? Because I couldn't find that online under his name or yours.
No, everything, like you see, it says ordered, and nothing was given willingly. So that still shows you that there was a search warrant. It was ordered for the phone.
Wow. After all that cap.
Do y'all believe me now? Do y'all believe me now? Do y'all believe me now? 1090 Jake, you knew that this man didn't get, well, you couldn't find or he got served with no papers. He's sitting here telling you got served the papers. One thing I know about the court system, if they did give you some papers saying that you had to give up that phone, there's going to be records of that in their documents as well. You ain't got the only copy, Track. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the only copy. It's gonna be. They got a document that they got the document. Shout out Audiocrat 22. Appreciate you, bro. They gonna have document. They gonna have documents as well saying that you was court ordered to give this phone up. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I say 1090 Jake disappointed me, because you want to vilify Dontavius Withers and you vilified Jacoby Mills for snitching. Cool. I'm cool with that. But you did not vilify Track for giving that phone up willingly when you said yourself that it was no court papers that you found under anybody's name that said that he should have gave that phone up. And we know that if he would have got served some court papers that said that he supposed to gave that phone up, it would have been in there. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Let me debunk what Track said too. Track said that anytime somebody give up some evidence or something in the case, it's going to be documents that say they're supposed to give it up. That is not true. You can turn in a gun, you could turn in whatever you turn in on your own, and they'll just document it that you turned it in, but it ain't no damn court order saying you supposed to, because it wouldn't be no court order that you're supposed to turn it in. They just say you find a brick of cocaine and you go take that brick of cocaine to the police precinct and you say, hey, I gave y'all a brick of cocaine. It's not gonna be no documents that said that, oh, we ordered Joe Blow to give up the brick of cocaine. It's gonna be something that said that he gave it up, just like it is with Track. But it ain't no court order. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't ordered to give up the phone. He gave up the phone on his own for leniency. You see what I'm saying? So that's why T9J couldn't find no paperwork, court order, and Track saying he was ordered to give up the phone. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was not ordered to give up no phone because we don't find no records of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all. Let me back it up one more time for y'all.
Under his name or yours?
Brought up again. So again, you want to debunk something that is again about perception. A decision that you, Track, made knowing the unfortunate circumstances. That's on you, my guy. Now keep that in mind because this next clip is the same interview later on down the line. And I want you guys to pay attention to this. Okay, let's get to that now.
But did you actually get served the paperwork for the warrant for the phone? Because I couldn't find that online under his name or yours.
No, everything, like you see, it says ordered, and nothing was given willingly. So that still shows you that there was a search warrant. It was ordered for the phone.
Wow. After all that capping, 1090 Jake, as well as myself, couldn't find any court order backing your claims. Now, I don't know who's been advising you, Track, but you may need to reevaluate that advice because you clearly been stating this whole interview that you was ordered to turn in that evidence. But now all of a sudden you wasn't served a court paper. But in your words, look into the paperwork and it says ordered. Then how come we can't find it? And I say when talking too much goes wrong. We call them clout chasers and detention seekers where I'm from. And it never works out the way they planned it in their minds. That's why it's looking bad from the outside looking in, because you keep talking and your story keeps changing as a result of that. I'm just saying. So keep talking and we're going to keep listening. All right.
So y'all hear me. Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that. So I just proved my point. 1090J could not find any paperwork that's saying that Track's supposed to get that phone up. So Track gave that phone up willingly, because I don't give a damn what he say. That shit would be in some court documents. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So we know most likely he gave that phone. I'm talking about 99.99999%, because it ain't no paperwork saying he's supposed to give it up. All the rest of the evidence and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Other than the evidence that people willingly gave up, is going to have, what's the names? The ones that they willingly give up are not going to have orders. Somebody just decided to give it up. A concerned citizen, a law-abiding citizen, somebody who wanted to help the case out. You feel me? Yeah, he gave the phone up willingly. We just, exactly, Dirk Cruz. Exactly. Like Track be thinking people slow. Like, who the fuck gonna be walking around with Melly's phone in their pocket and walk all the way to the police precinct with Melly's phone? Who the fuck gonna do that? Who they gonna do that? We just read through his statement to the police. I really would like a timeline, so I would, because in the statement I'm gonna say, they said that he had already given up the phone by the time this statement was taken. So I want a timeline. I don't actually have a timeline to prove that he gave the phone up because of the pressure they was putting on him in an immigration situation. But I do know he gave the phone up. I just don't know when he gave it up compared to him being detained. If he gave it up after he been detained, then it's a clear case that he gave the phone up in order to help the police out and keep from being deported. Now, if he gave it up before he got detained, then we're gonna have to revisit that and figure out why did he give up such damning evidence on Melly before he even had any pressure applied to him. See what I'm saying? So that part I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I need a timeline. But I do know that he gave that phone up willingly, and I do know that 1090J corroborated that by him saying he couldn't find any paperwork. Shout out to AudioCrad22. AudioCrad22 actually said that he couldn't find no paperwork saying he supposed to give that phone up either. Now that brings me back to my original situation when I talked about at the beginning of this video with 1090J. 1090J, you knew that you couldn't find no paperwork, and then you're gonna ask him. You ask him, but you were the check paperwork man. So I don't know if you asked him to see if he was gonna lie about it. But if you saw his Once you saw his explanation and you knew it was cap, you're supposed to have rebutted that. You're supposed to rebutted that. That's when y'all supposed to get into a verbal Tai Chi match. Hey, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Track, but as far as I know, it would be documented that you were court ordered to give up that phone. I gotta call suspicious cap on that, Track, because it is nowhere documented that you were ordered to give up that phone. I know what you're saying, but I looked through a lot of paperwork, and every time somebody's court ordered to give up something, it's actually in the paperwork. This is public record. I don't see this in there for you, Track. So I'm gonna say this for the people that's saying that you willingly gave that phone up. You gotta admit that it seems like it's some validity behind that, because you have not produced documents, or we can't find documents that would prove your case. You see what I'm saying? Like, why don't you help us help you out? You know, we don't want to call you a snitch. You know, just help us help you out. You know what I'm saying? We want to clear you of all this. That's why we did this interview. We want to clear you of all these allegations, man. So could you produce the paperwork? You know what I'm saying? Or tell me where to find the paperwork, or get with your lawyer and have us figure out where we can find the paperwork. Like, it's ways to go around it. You know what I'm saying? It's ways to, but he didn't do none of that. He just let him off the hook. He let him off the hook with all of that. But you want to vilify Dontavious Withers. You want to vilify Jacoby Mills, which is cool, because they snitched too. But we got one sitting right here in front of us, Master Splinter, with a big block of cheese on his neck. You ever seen Chippendale's Rescue Rangers? The chipmunk, the rat that always used to get crazy when he see cheese. Cheese. Monterey Jack, that's this motherfucker. This Monterey Jack right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, man. I'm finna get off this thing. We'll go live again later on tonight. I gotta get ready for work. But I just wanted to go over that with y'all and you know, just voice my opinions on the 1090J interview with Track. I hope y'all enjoyed me going over the paperwork. Shout out Audio Crack 22. Shout out Sophisticated Nunu. Shout out to Chicks 1000. Shout out Battalion Bully. Shout out Dream Doll. Shout out Nephew For Real. Shout out Spoon. Y'all go subscribe to my boy's channel, Spoon Fools the Game, on YouTube. I really enjoyed going over this 100K Track paperwork because I learned some things. I hope you learned some things. It's a very interesting case, a very sad case, a very heinous crime. My condolences goes out to the families. And we still gearing up for the trial. The trial should be popping off here within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And pretty much we've been going over this case for almost a month now. I mean, solidly for a month. And we're going to be, those of you who subscribe to this channel, we're going to be pretty much up on all the inner workings. It's going to be some things that we're going to discover that we don't know. But at the same time, for the most part, we're going to be very knowledgeable in the situation and very versed in what really went on. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna continue to go do play-by-plays and lives and videos on this case as the trial unfolds, man. I appreciate y'all. We made it to 3,000 subscribers, man. So kudos to us. You know what I'm saying? I like to say us because it's no me without you guys. And I appreciate all you guys' support. Like, share, subscribe, chill.